Virgo, what's up, y'all? We're going to get some mid-month messages on the table for you here tonight, all right? Mid-month messages. So, for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, check the description box of this video. It is now officially past the 18th of May. So, until further notice, I am doing one-on-one Zoom call readings only. It's actually, honestly, my wife was telling me today, I didn't even think about it, but it's actually a better deal because it's 1 hour unlimited questions. You know, the pre-recorded personal readings was 3 questions, like pretty much unlimited spreads, but 3 questions. And they would range anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, just depending, you know. But now with the Zoom call readings, it's 1 full hour. You can ask many questions as you want. Actually, you know what? I've noticed some people just want to fucking talk. Oh, that was kind of interesting. I've had clients say, I just want to talk to you for an hour. I was like, okay, no problem. But anyway, though, yeah, so I finally brought those back for the first time since 2020. And yeah, that's what I'm reading. That's what I'm offering as far as readings go as of now. I don't know how long that is going to continue. You know, it could be very temporary, could be fucking permanent. I don't know, but I'll let you all know if that changes. Also, don't forget my tarot reading course for $11.11 if you want to learn my way of reading the tarot. Also, don't forget to catch me over there on High Vibe TV. I have my new series, Mastering the Matrix. It's a series dedicated to explaining the manifestation path and the manifestation process in a way you've never heard it explained before. It's going to be a long, drawn-out, extensive series on manifestation. The information for High Vibe TV is in the description of the video as well. All right, let's jump into this. I'm actually starting these off with general messages in the beginning. That's kind of fun. I've never done that before in my whole tarot career. All right, what general messages do we have for Virgo? General messages for Virgo. What do we got? What general messages do we have for Virgo? Ooh, some of y'all are worried about your money. Some of you are being real, you know, tight on your money, pinching your pennies, afraid to spend money. And if you're trying to manifest more money, that can be dangerous. That can get in the way. Big time. But if you're just pretty much just trying to be safe and save money, okay, no problem. But all right, let's see here. Magician. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like some of you are pinching your pennies out of fear. Some of you are pinching your pennies out of fear. And you just got to be careful with that energy. Okay. I'm not saying go blow all your money and be an idiot, but that energy in and of itself can enhance the manifestation process. Explain even down to the science. So I'm not going to get into that here in this video. There's also for some of you too, there's some kind of change that you're waiting on. And whatever it is, I don't know if you're waiting on a new opportunity to make itself available to you, or some of you may just feel a big change coming and you're waiting for the green light, you know, and I still see you waiting, whatever it is. For those of you though, who are worried about whether or not something bad's going to happen, I'm getting a real strong message to tell you, quit worrying about that. Quit worrying about that. Right now, what's going on is you're going through a period of gestation and changes. So you are where you are in your life for a very specific reason. Your cycle is not complete yet. Some of you may be going a little bit stir crazy, driving yourselves nuts, whatever cycle you're in, whether it's with work or maybe your living situation, or whatever it is that you're really getting tired of the monotony and you're just ready for a change. It's not time for that cycle to come to an end just yet. Not quite yet. Some of you, there's some temptations that are starting to bite at you. Some dark energies are trying to attach themselves to you and knock you off track. But I don't see a worst case scenario happening. I'm being told to tell you to stop playing that scenario out in your mind. Because every time you do that, you take one step closer to the timeline where it actually happens. Now, I'm not seeing you anywhere near that timeline, but there's no point in sitting around and using your creative powers of your imagination to continuously replay a worst case scenario in your mind over and over and over and over and over. Okay. Random advice. Random general advice. What random ass advice does Virgo need to hear the most? Random advice. What advice does Virgo need to hear the most? The Seven of Cups. Do not put limiting beliefs on yourself as far as options, whether it's options in business, options in finance, options in love. Don't be putting limitations on yourself like, oh, there is no options out there. Oh, there's just no one for me out there. Because if you believe that, then I promise you that's what you're going to experience. Some of you, if you're sitting there saying, well, I want to start a business, but there's just nothing out there that I want to do. If that's what you believe, then God damn it, no, there's not going to be anything out there you want to do. You got to get out there and test the waters. Get out there and test the waters and see what's out there. Do not let fear and anxiety in the driver's seat. Thank you, V, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Now, notice how I worded that. I didn't say don't be nervous, don't be anxious. Okay? We're humans. That stuff's hard to control. What I said was don't let that energy in the driver's seat making decisions for you. Whatever energy influences the decisions you make, that is the energy that you are dumping into the matrix. Whatever energy you dump into the matrix, it's going to give you situations, scenarios in your life that harmoniously resonate with that energy. This is why anxiety is a self-fulfilling perpetual cycle that feeds itself. Because we get anxiety and we let that energy in the pilot seat. Then what we do is we start making decisions based on fear and anxiety. And when we start making decisions and taking actions that are based on fear and anxiety, it's really, really, really easy to dump too much of that energy into the matrix. And then the matrix hands us more situations and more scenarios that resonate harmoniously with fear and anxiety, which feeds that feeling and keeps it going. And then we make more decisions with that energy, and it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Do not waste your time on people who do not have the psychological wherewithal to understand where you're coming from. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not even worth your time. Okay? If you see that a person is incapable of understanding your point, don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. Don't try to force them to see where you're coming from. I don't know. I'm the type of person, if I'm feeling generous, I'll explain myself once. Most of the time, though, I'm not even explaining myself. I'm not even going to explain myself to you. You want to try to start some shitty argument with me or something, block. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not. No. Block. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, because the majority of the people, most of the time, about 90% of the time, when somebody's disagreeing with you, they're disagreeing with you because they don't want to agree with you. They don't want to understand your point. They did not misunderstand you because you didn't explain yourself adequately enough. They want to misunderstand you. They're twisting your words on purpose. They have to twist your words in order to fit the narrative in their head. So it does not matter what you say. It does not matter how you say it. They are making a very strong, concerted effort to take anything you say and do and twist it into something that it's not. So don't waste your energy on that. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Okie dokie. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. See, here's the funny thing about the comfort zone. Okay. We've been born into and brought up in a system that has programmed us to run for the comfort zone and fight to defend it. Well, here's something that's funny about the comfort zone. I learned this when I was homeless living under a bridge. When you step outside of your comfort zone, of course, it doesn't feel good. Feels fucked up. You want to run back to it. But if you stay outside of your comfort zone, guess what happens? Your comfort zone will expand to fit you back in it. It will come find you. Imagine your comfort zone is like a dome. Okay, imagine a glass dome, and everything that's in this glass dome is your comfort zone. If you run and jump outside of your comfort zone and you stay there, it will expand and get bigger. Thank you, Spiritual Path, for that super chat. Appreciate you. It will expand, get bigger to fit you back in it. Yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. Play with that one. Play with that one. So whatever this change is that I know that I need to make, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step into the shoes of that person, as uncomfortable as it feels. And I'm going to be that person, as weird and awkward and strange as it feels. And I ain't breaking character. You know what happens? Your brain will start rewiring itself. And you literally will become that person. They don't tell you this. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know how easily programmable you are. You know why? Because they want to be the ones who program you. But you got to take control and say, I'm programming me. See, we're all brainwashed. We're all brainwashed. If you're a human walking around on planet Earth, you're brainwashed. Yes, you are. You're brainwashed and programmed. The question is not, am I brainwashed and programmed? The question is, who is brainwashing me and who is programming me? Well, in today's day and age, God damn it, it better be you. I'm brainwashing me. I'm programming me. I set my social media algorithms with intention, because that shit brainwashes you. It programs you. It affects your frequency. You open up my Instagram, look. Let me show you my Instagram feed. Look. Look, what do we got? Cats. Plants. See what I'm saying? Cats. Look at the cats, man. See what I'm saying? Bonsai trees. Bonsai trees. See what I'm saying? Set your social media algorithms. Open up my Facebook. Motivational shit. Fitness. Open up my YouTube shorts. Fitness. Motivation. You got to brainwash you. Okay? Think about that. Think about that. All righty. Enough of that. Okay. Current person. current person. I didn't touch on current person too much for the month of May. So, all right. If you're not experiencing any problems or issues with your current person, then this is not going to resonate with you. If you're with a current person and everything is fine, you shouldn't even be watching me. What's the problem between Virgo and the current person? Okay, so I feel like this this is a codependency connection. Okay. So this person is in love with you, but their emotional immaturity is starting to drain the love out of you. Okay. Yep, the connection just doesn't feel as strong as it once did. Not really. Because again, I think it was a codependency connection. Somebody got into this relationship just because they were lonely. And they were expecting the relationship to be the cure to their loneliness. And that don't fucking work. If that worked, I wouldn't have a fucking job. But that's all it's telling me here. I might need to clarify that. I'm gonna clarify that. I want to make sure it's not deeper than that. That feels funny. It doesn't feel like it's wanting to go very deep. Clarification. Any more information on the problem between Virgo and the current person? 4 Cups. Okay, 4 Wands. Lover's card reversed again. Same card, same placement, same position, different deck. Okay, same thing then. All right, same exact fucking message. Okay, so yeah, the attraction is just kind of dwindling away. The connection is kind of dwindling away. This connection doesn't really feel as stable as it once did. And honestly, I feel like this is something, it's getting to the point now where you might not even really be wanting to work on this. Not really. Like let's take a trip to La La Land. Okay. We're going to take a little trip to magical fairy tale La La Land. If you could walk up to the wall and flip a magical switch and make your relationship perfect, some of you wouldn't even be interested in that. If you had a magic lamp and you could rub that sumbitch and Will Smith gonna pop out and grant you a wish, would you wish for your relationship to be perfect? Some of you are like, not really. Not really. I'm kind of over it. For real. Kind of over it. Ready to see what else is out there. So that's all this is telling me. It's not telling me why. It's not telling me what went wrong. It's not telling me what needs to be fixed. Let's see this person's energy and how they feel about you then, since that's all it wants to tell me. What's their energy and how do they feel about you? 10 of Swords. They're about ready to give up on this too. They about ready to give up on this too. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, see, I don't think they have bad intentions. I think they're just a little bit emotionally immature. They're not a very good communicator either. Not really. Maybe they send you mixed signals. Their actions don't really match up with their words. Honestly, I think they have good intentions. They just don't have... They just don't have the ability to be who you need them to be. And I hate to word it like that because, I hate to make it sound like you need them. But you know what I'm saying? If we're going to come together and we're going to be a team, I need to be able to play this role and you need to be able to play this role. Okay? And I just don't think that they have the capability to step all the way up to the plate and play the role that needs to be played in order for the two of you to have something successful, growing and thriving. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, let's see the outcome then. What's the outcome? What is the outcome? Hangman in the reverse. So I think you're pretty much done waiting to see if this is going to work itself out. I think you've probably come to the conclusion that Tinkerbell ain't coming to sprinkle magical fairy dust on your fucking relationship. It just ain't happening, you know? So, oh, the Magician reversed. Okay, and the Temperance. Well, I'm not seeing separation happening, but I am kind of seeing you stepping back and just pretty much letting go with your heart, basically. Pretty much stepping back and just giving up on it silently, even though I'm not really seeing anything actually happening. I'm not seeing you actually walking away, not seeing them walking away. You're kind of stepping back and abandoning this with your heart. That's what I'm seeing here. And with that, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time at that point. What's the advice then? Is that a good idea? What's the advice? What's the advice? Page of Wands reversed. If you don't have the psychological capabilities to step up to the plate and be the person I need for us to fucking have something successful, deuces. There's nothing really can do. Not really. Unless you want to just settle for what you got. That's about all you can do is settle for what you got. After a certain point. Okay. Next person due to come in. Who's the next person due to come into Virgo's life? Next person due to come in. What's that look like? Oh, that's you, boo-boo. That's the Virgo card right there. Some of you, this person is showing up right when you make the decision to kind of go low-key and just do you. Now, that's not a coincidence when that happens. There's a stone cold, rock solid scientific explanation behind why that happens that way. And I just broke that down and explained that the other day on my special event on High Vibe TV, The Science of Manifestation. So that's no accident when that happens. But the minute you say, you know what, I'm done looking for this. I'm done looking for this person. I'm done waiting on them. I'm just going to go do me for a little bit. And then as soon as you go into hermit mode, bam. That's when they show up. That's when this person shows up. So it looks like this person's coming on kind of strong. They got a lot of feelings for you. But you feel like something funny is happening here. You don't trust them. You're taking a step back like, whoa, 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 whoa. You strongly suspect that they probably have a DM full of other people and they're just looking for nothing but a sex-based connection. I don't see you trusting this. You're looking for red flags. Yep, this definitely makes your spidey senses tingle for some reason. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Also have Aries here. Could be another Virgo, but I feel like that's your energy. Let's look at their intentions then. What's their intentions look like? Page of Cups. What is it? What is it with you attracting immature people? What is going on? What is going on? So they're just fresh out of a relationship, looking for a new one. Ah, see, this person's incredibly lonely. That's what it is. They're lonely. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. They're lonely. I don't think they have bad intentions, though, honestly. Not really. They just don't know exactly what they want. God damn, look at these twos here. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So they're very indecisive. Don't know exactly what it is that they want. They still have unfinished business with a past person, too. Always, every time. Every time we read a new connection. I wouldn't say it's bad intentions, though. Some of you may be overthinking this just a little bit. I think they're just lonely and broken and shy, and they have insecurities. That's what this feels like to me. Lonely, broken, and shy with insecurities. And of course, when somebody's shy and insecure, more often than not, they try to play it off and pretend that they're not. And that puts off this really, really strange vibe that is kind of hard to read. It just, you can tell that something's off, and sometimes you can't quite put a finger on exactly what it is. Like, what's going on with you? And it's really easy to overthink that and think it's something that it's not. Okay. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Also have Leo here. Okay. All right. Yep, let's look at the outcome. Outcome time. What's the outcome? King of Wands reversed. I don't think you're taking this person seriously. Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, I don't think you're taking this seriously. So you're probably gonna hold back and decide to opt out of this. Two of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. I see you opting out of this. Death card. Yep. Yeah, I kind of see you putting an end to this. It's not going very far. Well, advice then. Advice, is that the best move, or should you give him a chance? What's the advice? What's the best advice for Virgo? Three of Pentacles reversed. Two more. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. Okay. So, I mean, it just really depends on how put off you are by this person's vibe. Like, if their vibe is just so fucking uncomfortable, you can't stand to be around them. Okay, not mad at you. Do what you got to do. However, I'd like to invite you to just take a step back. Try to refrain from judging the situation. Try to refrain from overthinking their motives. I'm not saying be ignorant and naive and just trust them, but try to remain neutral. Try to remain neutral. It's kind of tricky. I know it's tough. I'm not saying stick your head in the sand and be naive and trust them, but I'm also not saying don't throw your guard way up and not trust them. Try to have a blank slate. I don't know if I can trust you. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I don't know. You're going to show me. You're going to show me. So give them the chance to let their guard down. They're just guarded and have insecurities. It's all it really is. And they need to be able to have a space where they feel comfortable letting their guard down without being judged, without being criticized, without being critiqued. Once they let their guard down and they see that you're a solid, stable individual who's going to be patient and understanding and non-judgmental, and they let their guard down, the two of you could potentially have something really, really successful. But again, if you got your hopes up, your expectations up, it should be this way, it shouldn't be that way, it needs to happen this way, and I'm not putting up with that, and it shouldn't be like that, and it shouldn't be like this, and blah 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 blah, and I just can't stand being around you. Your vibe makes me feel fucking weird. I don't like it. Okay, then just back away from it and cut that soul contract and say I don't want to play that game, and just don't do it then. All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all for tuning in and playing along once again. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback that y'all still keep showing me after 5 long years every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. You can purchase my tarot reading course for $11.11 or catch my new series, Mastering the Matrix, over there on High Vibe TV. Everything's in the description of this video. I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.